Hello friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So, you know the little me sonas that I have in all of my videos? Well, today, since I'm changing things up on my channel, I thought I would redraw myself. Brand new me, cooler, funnier, hopefully, and better rendered. That's important. So I have 6 designs that I decided to redraw on here. I have more, but those are a secret, you can't see them yet. I'll go through each step with a different drawing, and at the end, you'll see the final product. So let's do it. So back when I first drew my channel persona, the idea that I had in mind was friendly and approachable, but also a little awkward. And now that I'm totally not awkward anymore, I thought I would make something that would match my growth as an artist. And since I have grown as an artist, that means I've gotten better at anatomy, facial expressions, learning how arms move and how squishy things are squishy and hard things are hard. You know, the basics. But that also means that I am now heavily critical of my old work. Hence why I'm redoing my persona design, whose name is actually Toga. Not that my old work was bad or anything, I just know that there are things that could be better. And now that I have more skills, I can actually put those ideas into action. So like in my character drawing process video, you can see I'm following the same procedure of rough line art to line art to basic coloring to shading, etc. And honestly, this didn't take too long overall, since you'll see down the line I didn't do any dimensions or like crazy shading or lighting because it's a pretty simple design. And the design will be roughly staying the same. It's not going to be overly different. Her eyes are still going to be closed because, among other reasons, drawing eyes are hard, okay? And she's still going to be a chaotic good aligned drow with a hankering for artistry. Most of my artworks are very cinematic, meaning I can't draw something without it being based in a world, without it having a life, without having a reason for being. Essentially, I like to have a story with all of my art, so it only makes sense that I created a complex backstory for my channel's persona down to every minute detail from where she comes from to why you can't see her eyes. Yep, it's not a curse at all. Naturally, Toga's story will unfold. There will be some not so subtle clues along the way, and there will be some more subtle things for you to catch, if you can. But at some point, we're gonna know what makes Toga different. For those of you that are new to my channel and possibly my art, I think it's very important for you to know that I am a nerd. I am, and it's okay. I started playing D&D in 2019, and I've been hooked ever since. And since I'm also an artist, you can clearly see the D&D-esque drawing that I do now versus the drawing that I did before D&D. Very different. Very different. So, obviously, I've made Toga's character sheet with her entire life story on it. Did you think it wasn't going to be redacted? It's redacted. I told you, over time. There are things that I can tell you right now, though. One of them being a bit of her backstory. Togapen, full name, was born to a small community based in the Menzoberran's in Underdark, known as Dultcoin, or Many Folk. When you hear of the Underdark, the first thing that comes to mind would not be warm hugs, family dinners, or friendship bracelets. But Dithcloim was one of the few domains in the Underdark that was well known for their tolerance and variety of folk. It was inhabited by many of the more well-off commoners, and had a variety of shops, merchants, apothecaries, as well as places for entertainment and revelry. Toga was born into a family that could be more easily described as upper middle class, and had a mother that cared for her, and a father that provided for the family with no major outbursts or violence like many of the other families in Menzoberran's. Her community was, for the most part, inclusive and tolerant, and didn't thrive off of evil doings or spite. And her and the other kids were able to play in the streets without worrying about violent drunkards or thieves or spiteful royalty with a cruel nature. Life was so good for her. As good, if not better, than it could be living in the Underdark. Of course, there were problems. Her mother was always a bit disappointed that her only child had no interest in pursuing religious power and working under the Dark Celadrine or vying for attendance in Sorcery, the wizard school, and the Academy of Menzel-Berenson. Tense fights would leave a dark aura around the home, and although they would get resolved, as is the odd nature of their family, there was always an air of disappointment that Toga could feel. But she didn't want to stay in the Underdark. From the books she'd read, she knew there was a world above hers that offered many more opportunities. And if she could just get there, then she could use her skills to become someone greater than who she was now. And if you ask Togepen, she'll tell you this. Her family is waiting for her back home. And after she becomes successful in her pursuit of art, they'll be ready for her return with open arms. That's not a lot, but hopefully it gives you a good idea of not only who Toga is, but gives you a good idea of what to expect on my channel. Now I can get back to the actual video. I wanted to create something more fluid, and as you can see now, she has more of a smooth vibe to her, more lifelike and less stiff. I like the expressions since they fit on her face a lot better now. Okay, we're done with the drawing. Now it's time to see the differences. Okay, cool. I like how she came out. Way cleaner line art. I love it. And I'm glad I took the time to do this. From now on, the new and improved Toga will be teaching our tutorials and narrating our challenges. I will be telling our stories. Unfortunately, I have no form. I'm incorporeal. It's kind of sad. But this video isn't about me. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. I post a new one every Monday, so please subscribe, and you'll get notified when the next video comes out. With that being said, I will see you some other time, hopefully. Bye!